This week on the Discover UMB show, we take the show to Brunswick.
Hi everybody, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Dave.
And welcome to episode 10 of the Discover UMB show. This week we are filming in Joy Kid House. So we're going to answer some of your questions with Stewart over here, one of our fantastic UMB students. But first we're going to get into what's happening on our campuses. So Dave?
So brace yourselves everyone, winter is coming. And with it, a little bit of snow came down last week and our students were out on campus taking some very nice photos, which we believe goes to show just how beautiful our campus is at any time of year.
Getting into the festive spirit, Lady Beaverbrook residents decided it was time to decorate their lounge.
And as you may have noticed, the men have begun decorating their faces this time of year as well. We are in the midst of Movember, and next week in St. John, those gentlemen are showing off their mustaches in a catwalk-style event.
And believe it or not, folks, we are on to the last 2 weeks of classes, which means exams are right around the corner. But that also means as a university student, you get to be all done exams before the holiday season, so you just get to take that time to enjoy it with your friends and family. So we have Stewart here to help answer all of your questions. But first, Stewart, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from?
Sure. I'm Stewart from Toronto, Ontario, and I'm a fourth-year forestry student.
Okay, Stewart, what made you decide to come to UMB?
I kind of came by accident. I got accepted on the spot with that program, and then I looked into it, and I liked the campuses. I'd never been to New Brunswick before, so I figured, why not? Go for it. And I showed up and been loving it ever since.
Awesome. So if you had to give one piece of advice to a student when deciding, what university they wanted to go to, what would you say would be? Because that decision can be hard. So what would you say?
Yeah, definitely.
What would you say as a piece of advice?
I'd say do what feels right for you. Don't go where all your friends go, because I came from Ontario where there's a whole bunch of really big universities and all my friends went there. And I mean, they had a fun time, but I've been having a great time here and I've met all new friends, and every time I get to see them at Christmas, right? So
yeah.
Just do whatever you want to do rather than following the herd, pretty much.
So our questions from Stewart, I'm just going to read these off my phone. So our first question comes from Ryan on Facebook. What is it like to live on campus here at UMB?
Well, Ryan, I did 2 years of residence, so I stayed in Mackenzie House for first and second year, and I mean, it was awesome. I met a whole bunch of new people. Orientation week was great. We had house events all the time. It's a really good community, and all the residences are really close, so you get to see the same people at every meal, but you also get to meet new people. I guess it just goes to show how fun it was. I got to stick around for 2 years, and then just walking around campus, it's close enough that everything's easy to walk to, but you still get a little bit of exposure to Fredericton.
Awesome, perfect. All right, so our next question comes from Sarah on Facebook. What are some of the perks at UMB that make it more unique than other universities?
Definitely the size of it. It's a very unique size where it's big enough that you can sort of you can do whatever you want and not be the center of attention all the time, but it's small enough that you can definitely shine if you want to, and come out like that and meet a whole bunch of people that way if you want to get involved. Good question, Sarah.
Yeah, I would say, Sarah, I just want to add on about one perk that I feel is our scholarship program. So, coming to university the first year, it can be tough. It's a busy year. There's a lot going on. It's a big transition. You could be moving away from home for the first time. And, maybe your grades aren't sitting where you would like them to be at the end. From some universities, you may lose your scholarship. But here at UMB, we're excited to be able to offer students the opportunity to get back on the scholarship system. So I think that's a great perk about being here at UMB.
I never had great grades in high school, and I've been able to get scholarships every single year. There's a whole bunch of them, so it's really great.
All right, so our next question comes from Mackenzie on Facebook. What does a single room look like? Well, Mackenzie. So here we are, Mackenzie. We are in a single room in Joy Kid House. Charlotte was nice enough to let us use her room so we can show you what it looks like. She's a proctor in the house. So just so you know, Mackenzie, usually our first year students do live with a roommate in a double room. It's just a great way to get to know people and make lifelong friends. Now our residence system in St. John is a little bit different, and hopefully we're going to be able to show you what that looks like next week. But just so you know, you can check out residence and our whole campus using our virtual tour at umb.ca/virtual tour. So our final question comes from Fatima on Twitter. What is the relationship between faculty and students like?
Well, I'm in forestry, so it's very small class sizes. So I know all my teachers on a first name basis. You can go into their office hours at any time and they'll take time to talk to you. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel like there's someone behind you waiting in line. And they're always there for you. Like, I mean, some of them offer up their personal home phone numbers if you need something on the weekend or if there's a big project due. I've had a great experience with all my faculty all the way through.
Awesome. And Fatima, I graduated from the Bachelor of Recreation and Sports Studies program, and I can say the exact same thing. My professors were all amazing. I never felt like a number, and I knew that I could always count on them for help if I ever needed it. And I refer to some of them by their first name now, and whenever we see each other on campus, we still talk. So great relationship. So thank you for all of your questions, everybody, and thank you, Stewart, for helping us out.
All right, I've got a question for you. Would you like to win free tuition? Yeah, I thought you would. Actually, if you sign up for our online newsletter, you're going to get put in a draw for a chance to win free tuition, an Apple Watch, or you have 3 chances at $500 in UMB cash. And all you need to do is go to umb.ca/win.
All right, everyone. So thank you so much for all the great questions. The winner of our prize pack this week is Sarah.
Congrats, Sarah.
So Sarah, you have won a UMB drawstring bag with all kinds of great UMB swag inside, including a stainless steel water bottle, power bank, and some lip salt, just to name a few things. So if you would like to have your questions featured on the Discover UMB show, you can comment below this video, or you can find us on Instagram and Twitter using #DiscoverUMB. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next week.
This week on the Discover UMB show, we take the show to the residence room.